So this is going to be a short video on how to use the crop timeline that we have. So we created earlier this year for all IDRC member states a crop timeline, and we are currently working on making sure that that's available for all states. So I'm going to go through and share some information that hopefully will be helpful for you, and you can use it to really understand the crops in your state. So this particular tool you can find when you go to our website, which is idr-consortium.net. You scroll down and you look for the recruiter resources section. You can find right here at the top, it says new agriculture activities timelines by state. So when you click on these are all the states that we have, and as we add more, there'll be more on here. And so you can click on your state. So maybe we're going to look at Arkansas today. So let me go ahead and open the Arkansas timeline and then just kind of walk you through on how you can use it, and you can do the same thing with your state. So this is an Excel sheet that you can download and have for your own knowledge, and it lists every single crop that the USDA or the Department of Agriculture says grows in Arkansas. So if I was a recruiter and I have apples in my area, I can take a look and see specifically that there's going to be some bagging, some grading, some harvesting, some labeling, and some unloading of those apples. And my real time to pay attention to that is between August and September and October. Same thing for apricots. I can just take a look and see the types of qualifying work that can be available. And then the green section will really highlight when those things are happening. So one of the things we really encourage is recruiters to be aware of all their crops, and then to be aware of when those really important seasons to be out talking and finding the workers that are in that. So you can see that lima beans here is in March, and so planting there, but then the rest of the work will really start June through October. Some of these things are highly mechanized, so there may not be a lot of workers that come, but you want to know about each one of the different types of activities. If you see the all yellow, that just means this is broilers, this is chickens. All of this can be going on anytime throughout the whole entire year. And there is another resource that you can use that can help you understand this tool, kind of these timelines even more. So if you go back onto the website, let me make sure that I'm sharing. Back to the website, and you can go back to the recruiter section. And you can see that there is agriculture insights reports for each state. So because we were looking at Arkansas, let's go ahead and check out Arkansas. And when you open this up, there's another video that specifically talks about how to use this. But if you scroll to one of the last pages, there is the timeline. The agriculture timeline is included. So there's a bunch of stuff that I'm kind of going past here right now to look specifically to find their timeline. So here is their timeline. It's the Excel sheet. If you wanted to see the sheet, it's right here. And you can take a look at, in January, everything that's happening. So blackberries in January, they're planting. If I want to look at that same crop and see what happens in February, I just click on the next month, and you can see they're still planting. March, they are no longer planting. There's not really activities going on right then for that. But I can then see broccoli, that they're de-weeding at that time. So you can look at it by month and see all the crops that are happening. Maybe you're thinking, what on earth is happening in January? In strawberries, they're planting. Sweet corn, they could be doing some planting. So you can just see the place and see what's going on. Vegetables, vegetable seeds, they could be collecting vegetable seeds at different times of the year. So you can use this at any time to really understand. So using those two tools together, you should be able to understand most of those crops that are happening in your state and key times of when those things are happening.